Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. We have to go to the Isle of Belfira. So... There it is. I don't see the dungeon. We should see the dungeon. Why don't we see the dungeon? Hey, Reggie. Thank you for the sub. I'll put that towards more scintillating games like Daggerfall. It's true. You can put that on the back of the box. Daggerfall. Better than Starfield. Okay, why don't I have this location? No, it's... Whoops, hello. There it is, Starreting Tower. That's our destination. Okay, so I'm not going to forget to do this. Let's do... I'm trying to remember my buttons. No, I'm afraid not, Mr. Ed. I need even more. It's funny you say that, actually. Remember that you said that in like 5 minutes when I finish this dungeon. The hell is it? I'm blind. There it is. Anchor. There we go. Let's go down to heal. Okay, so because this is a static dungeon, we can use a guide here, which we're going to do because I'm not insane. You're probably wondering, let me show you what this would look like. So here's this dungeon. Just, just look at it for a second. Just take it in. Behold its glory. I like how in every direction I turn, there's something. You know, I'm just surrounded by dungeon. Okay. What's up, Plutonium? So when you enter, immediately turn left. Oh. That's the door. Oh, let's get our axe ready. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, God. Okay. Well, the Daedra Seducer just died from jumping off that tower. Also our first Daedra, by the way. No. For more or less the same reason as in Morrowind, we're done with the faction quests. I might do the faction quests in Morrowind. I actually haven't decided yet. But they're vacuous. There's no content there. And here, they're even more vacuous. So, no, we're done with the factions for the... At least, we're done with those 3 factions. I should be more clear about that. Oh, that's interesting, Plutonium. Hmm. I might do that? I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. Turn left, go through the door, descend the staircase. Turn left, cross the room. Go up the stairs on the opposite side, starting near the trapdoor on the first floor. On the first landing, you'll see a wheel in an alcove. What? First, further down. Wheel in an alcove. Okay. Okay. Ignore the wheel, turn right. Thanks, game, for pointing that out for no reason. Follow the flights up several steps. When you see the second to last landing, you see the third door to the stairs. Second to last landing. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Come on. Gotta raise my axe skill. Now, this pod racing. Hell yeah. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Yes, this is Dureni Tower. This is where I think it is, we'll actually be going through here several times, which is probably why we're going to go ahead and set that mark as Plutonian suggests. Oh man, this game is so good, Eva. You have no idea. Okay, so... Wait, I need tower music. I actually have tower music. Mostly Castlevania stuff, but whatever. Alright, so... Suddenly you'll see a third door on the stairs. Enter the door, turn left, and you'll see a hidden door. I already hate this dungeon. Nothing to indicate it's there. Oh, shoot. No, wait. No, wait. Not cool. I have something in my eye. Literally. What's a hit box? I'm gonna take all that cursed gold while we're here. Okay. Okay, so... Hidden door. Follow the passage down until you go down a ramp. You'll find a hole in the floor. The hole is a one-story drop. Once you enter the hole... Should go ahead and... There's our climbing skill. Is there feedback? There's actually a sound effect. Oh yeah, now we're climbing. Check that out. Oh yeah. Climbing. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, now we're taking damage from climbing. Perfect. Let's stop doing that. Okay. Once you're a drop, turn around, you'll see another hidden door. What? I will. Where? Unless this is it. This is it, isn't it? Never mind. Another hidden door. Immediately turn left to find a cat. Go through that, follow the curved hallway without turning down any passageways until you find a lever on the wall to your left. Okay. At the lever, don't click it, turn right, follow that curved hallway until you come to another door. Possibly Adam Suda? Also, I think it's a bit exaggerative, but that's neither here nor there. Some people on YouTube, grifters, have been trying to decry this as the end of add-on support for WoW. Those people are, as always, lying sacks of crap who are just trying to get attention, clicks, and money. Time, Reggie. Yeah, what's really funny is almost all the static dungeons are probably going to be multiple negatives, because even though they're static, so I can use a walkthrough, so it's technically less bad. Have you seen these insanities? Have you seen the nightmares? And these are the big dungeons too. The other ones are smaller. The random dungeons are smaller. So I'm missing. Oh, that was a hit. That was a miss. Miss. Oh god, that was close. Holy god. Okay. So you think I'm joking, Archeopia. You really do. You really do. So, The easiest way to explain that is to look at Starfield and look at what Starfield did right, okay? So, no, I did not. I'm sorry. I got to bed very late, and I woke up late, obviously. So I actually haven't done anything other than go to bed and then wake up. So, I'll look at it later, I swear. Graphics. So yeah, what does Starfield do better? Graphics, I will actually agree with, but more than just fidelity, because I'm going to be blunt, nobody gives a crap about fidelity. Nobody who, as a real gamer, gives a crap about fidelity. They care about design. And I will give Starfield graphical design. The Western town does look like a proper Western sci-fi town. The inside of the ships and their NASA punk look does look very cool. Yeah, the gun designs are very well crafted and very detailed and blah, blah, blah. So there is actually good graphical design in Starfield, and I will always give it credit for that. Good doodad placement, good visual storytelling. Now, so on the story axis, because that's what we're talking about here, Starfield's main plot is redunculous, stupid, and disinvesting, whereas this game's is actually the complete opposite. Well, this game has a bit of a randomization problem in terms of a lot of its content. The fact is, the main plot is already engaging. It's a political intrigue drama set against a backdrop of fantasy. And we're dealing with kings and priests and knights who are, having all kinds of infighting amongst each other in the throes of a dying empire. And we have been sent here directly by the Emperor as his personal agent and friend to try and disentangle whatever the hell's going on here. Yeah, it's super low tier at the moment. It's high stakes, and the characters are actually interesting, and it's already doing a good job of keeping track of its internal continuity, which is something I need to jot down. I was thinking about that last night. So, plot, characters, and just general investment in the story axis is... hold on the subject. Writing, as I pointed out as we were going through Starfield, literally just the actual dialogue, the word-to-word, the moment-to-moment dialogue of the characters as they were talking in Starfield was actively bad and needed an editing and pass or 2 or 6. This game, by contrast, actually has fairly solid dialogue. So, contrast to that. Yeah, so writing is better, plot is better, stakes are better. Starfield has better story, visual storytelling, obviously. And that leaves us with the gameplay axis. Now, I don't want to overpraise Daggerfall's gameplay axis. Let's think about this for a second. So, in Starfield, you played someone with a gun, and a couple of abilities that related to using your gun. And later on, you get magic, which is just the shouts from Skyrim. In this game, we already have access to better mechanics than we had then. Actually using, it's kind of little stuff, but... Oh yeah, and the perk tree is terrible in Starfield. In this game, we have... Here, I'll pull it up. We have this screen, which doesn't look like much, but yeah, mechanically, we have our main skills, which we raise by using them. But there's also other ways to raise those, of course, up to 50% at least. These all kind of give us a decent amount of kit. I've actually already given this a game of positive. I think I gave it 2, actually. Nope, I gave it 1. But that's just for spells. We have decent kit. So it even has more skills than some other things. So, for example, we have, you can't see my cursor, but Orcish, Giantish, Nymph, Spriggan, Impish. Now, those are all pathetically small for me because I'm not going that route. But you can actually have skills that make it so that you're heavily likely to not have certain enemies aggro you. I was actually looking this up to see what the point of that is. And apparently there is a validity in having, for lack of a better way to put it, a language build where most enemies just don't attack you. And yeah, the linguist build. You just kind of bypass combat for the most part and build yourself around that. Which, okay, I'm with that. It's not a great build, but it's a build, right? It's something you can do. In Starfield, you have a gun. Now, in this game, we have melee weapons and magic, if we really boil it down. We've got different types of melee weapons, but really, it boils down to melee weapons and magic. Melee weapons are fine. I don't have much to say about that. It's a Bethesda game. But the magic is legit. So, this is just the spells I've thrown together myself already. almost every spell here is one I have crafted. So the mere fact that crafting magic exists at all is a big plus in my book. I've already given it triple positives because it's solid. So, you know, we've got teleport, I've got hurt self to raise my destruction. I've got something that just exists to give myself water breathing and water walking in order to raise those skills. Yeah, I've got free action to just nuke paralysis on myself. Yeah, nuke 1, which is my ranged nuke. Heal 1, which is actually a regenerate with very short duration, which actually makes it more efficient in terms of mana usage than heal. At least I've been told that. I'm not actually sure. We've got levitate, of course. We've got open sesame. We've got identify. We've got the ability to make a light torch. So yeah, we can craft magic, and magic is actually reasonably useful. Also, the way that the game kind of designs NPC interactions, the way it does its vendors, the fact that there's banks in town to help store your stuff or give you loans. You can get a loan in this game. You can get a letter of credit to take it to another region. Travel time takes into account whether or not you're on a horse or not, or whether or not you decide to take a ship or not. You can join the Knights, which makes inns free, which makes staying at inns during travel like free, so all of a sudden most of your travel expenses go away. All of these things are little details that are gameplay, and I've been giving pauses for almost everything I've just mentioned, to some extent or another. So that is what this game does better than Starfield. There are two things it does worse on the gameplay axis. Well, that's not true. That's not true, excuse me. There's one thing it does bad that it does better than Starfield, if that makes any kind of sense. And there's one thing it does actually worse than Starfield. So, the thing that it does that's bad that's better than Starfield is padding. So, I don't know if I can pull it up here. Yeah, I can. So let me grab a save here really quick. And let me reload a save where we're outside. So you see this? This is the world map, right? Now, if you know Daggerfall, you know the most commonly repeated fact about it, which is the fact that it's honestly huge. Like, this is the size of Great Britain. And you can walk it. You can walk from one end to the other. It takes about 70 real-life hours. But this is empty, vacuous nothing, right? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. You look at all this, do you see all this? This is all empty, meaningless drivel. This is what it does better than Starfield. I am dead serious. So, to explain that a little bit, Starfield also has gigantic swaths of empty, meaningless drivel. It has, I think it was like 1,000 planets or something like that. And almost every single one of those planets has nothing. And I mean nothing. Occasionally they'll have like a building you can look at or a resource node, but generally it's just straight, empty, barren rock. And that space, that's your planet. This isn't great, but it is still better. Because as you can see, you know, there are each of these is named, which I feel bad for whoever had to sit down and name the what is it, 15,000 points of interest in this game. That just sounds absolutely bonkers. But, you know, that's actually a tavern that you could go to and rest for the day. That is a town you could go to and find whatever's going to be in that town. And it's pseudo-random. I say pseudo-random. It's like Ultima 1, if you watch my video on that. Of all these towns, there's probably, I think, like 16 total types of towns. But that's still better than Starfield, with its nothing. Probably a random. So this isn't great, and it's all empty, meaningless padding. That's just one zone. Hang on, let me back up a bit. It's like a really big zone. Okay, it's actually a pretty empty zone. How about Daggerfall itself? Oh yeah, there you go. There's a zone for you. Look at that nonsense. Those are all points of interest. Look at all of it. Look at it all. Yeah, and actually, while we're on the subject, sorry, thank you for reminding me. So, this game has fast travel. Now, fast travel was not new to gaming in 1996, as I like to point out to people. Fast travel goes back to Zelda 1. I'm not sure if there's a game before Zelda 1 that has fast travel, but it's an old concept, is what I'm trying to say. This game's fast travel is better than Starfield's. So, as a fresh reminder, in this game, it's like, okay, I want to go here. So I can set my options here. I can go by ship or by thing. It shows right there. There's the trip cost. and there's the travel time in days, how long it's going to take. So if my ship, obviously that's going to take way quicker. I can camp out, which makes it take longer, but it's cheaper. And I can be reckless, which reduces the time, but obviously causes potential bad things to happen and get interrupted. And then I hit go, and I'm here. Behold, check it out. I'm here. I have fast traveled. Now, granted, modern computer, but the point is, the fast travel is still relatively quick and easy to use. In fact, it's even better than it looks because, let's say I want to go to a specific place. Okay, the King's Chasm Tavern, okay? Oh shoot, I lost it. Where is it on the map? No problem. There's a search function. Chasm. There it is. The King's Chasm Tavern. So I can just search for a location. And there it is. And I can fast travel there. Then there's Starfield's fast travel. If you remember, Starfield's fast travel was multiple negatives because of how many ways it sucked. In addition to the fact that it was inconsistent and sometimes literally wouldn't work, you also could fast travel from the quest log, but that wouldn't always work. And in terms of, I believe you, Plutonia. And in terms of fast travel, yeah, multiple cutscenes to get there, multiple hops, some cases. Some of that's random, by the way. Sometimes you don't see multiple cutscenes, sometimes you do. Sometimes you can travel from the quest log, sometimes you can't. And in Starfield's case, just navigating the map is shockingly irritating. Like, if you remember, the actual star map of Starfield was really frustrating, especially since Starfield has a limit on how far you can jump with your current engines. But there's no detriment to just hopping. So, like, if you want to go over here in Starfield, like, let me use an equivalent, right? So I'm up here in Daggerfall somewhere. Where am I? I'm right here, okay? So let's say I want to go across the whole world, way over here, right? Well, in Starfield, I couldn't do that. I would have to go here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Each one of those is a separate interaction, which may or may not be multiple load screens. Then there's the fact that the ground map for Starfield was gutter trash. It had fast travel. Good luck navigating it. And I want to stress this, because I am not speaking hyperbolic. I'm not a grifter. I don't care if you click me. I don't want a million viewers looking at me saying, oh my god, he's saying that WoW's dying. This is a statement of basic fact. Daggerfall Unity's, because I'm not playing the original, Daggerfall Unity's map interaction, literally, the interact cost of Daggerfall's map, and the ease of use of Daggerfall's fast travel is better than Starfield's. It is quicker, it is simpler, it is more intuitive, and is more accurate. It also only involves one load screen, and there's no range limit. Hi, random. And they did actually add a map. It existed. It was still pretty bad. Xenoblade 3, Donkey Kong, Bonanza, and Mother 3. Thank you, random, as always. For 6 years of support. Always appreciate you. Thank you. So that's an anniversary sub, y'all. Now, forgive me for really zooming in on something as banal as fast travel, but I'm just... any aspect of the gameplay, with the one exception, I could zoom in the camera on, metaphorically speaking, and prove how Daggerfall, on like an individual, micro game design level, is still better than Starfield. I'm not joking, I'm not being facetious. It is a better game, with one huge exception. That is the dungeon design. Now, Starfield didn't exactly have good dungeons. I don't want to overpraise on that. But these are Daggerfall dungeons. Now, this probably looks bad at a glance, which is why I like to poke my head out of the terrain periodically, just to show people this. But you need to understand that this is so much worse than it looks. First of all, and this is the biggest thing that really needs to be emphasized, because I keep hammering this point in, everything has the same texture. It's this. I call this samey dungeon design. Samey dungeon design is the enemy of navigation for the player. when every wall texture looks near identical and every dungeon uses the same 2 wall textures, you get this. And as I mentioned yesterday, one of the adjacent problems that this causes is that even if you have a pretty good, mental navigation mind, which I proved I did yesterday, by the way, on camera. I know, casual. It'll start to blur in your head because every dungeon looks the same, and you do a lot of dungeons. It's a bit of a dungeon crawler, so you keep going through these same types of dungeons over and over and over again, and at a certain point you just kind of start to lose track. Now, some of the dungeons are random. This actually exact dungeon is not a random dungeon, which is why I have a guide for this place. But yeah, imagine if you don't have a good sense of navigation. Oh yeah, and thank you for pointing that out, Archean Vale. They like to use hidden doors a lot. Sometimes those hidden doors are visible. Most of the time, they are not. There's just, hump the wall going click, 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 and that's your solution. One way in which Starfield and Daggerfall are identical is the near total lack of an overworld. As many, many people have pointed out here, I'll show this off really quick. Earlier, we did this while I was getting set up for stream. I can just go, right? I can just pick a direction and go. And eventually, if I go southwest, right, I will eventually get to that town. There's no reason to walk that. There is absolutely no reason to do that. I can. Yeah, I'll just warp down here real quick just to demonstrate. So let's go by foot. Okay, so let's get back to Sentinel. So that's going to be northeast. So we'll kind of go this way. It's probably up that hill up there. So, don't quote me on this, but near as I can tell, the ability to have an overworld at all, the ability to walk the overworld, exists for one major reason. And that is the fact that they were even more ambitious than they've said. The more ambitious than they actually ended up being in Daggerfall. I guarantee you, see around up. I guarantee you that this massive, giant, empty swath of nothing was intended to have something to it at some point in time. This is it, by the way. This is the overworld. There's no variation. I mean, technically it is a static map, quote unquote. All those doodads, those are being generated on the fly, which from a programming perspective is actually extraordinarily cheap and easy to do. Because technically speaking, it's only loading, let's see, it looks like 4 assets right now. And once it's already loaded the asset, it can have 5 iterations of the asset with much less resource usage on the computer. So you just load that texture, load that texture, load that texture, and then just, yeah, here's one of this, here's one of this. Yeah, Wing Commander with the Astrophil is a great example of this. And Arcanum, I actually forgot Arcanum did this too. It's just, there's nothing here, right? Exactly, Mr. Red. The height data exists. You know, the kind of slow, like weird sloping hills I'm going over, that exists. But all those trees don't. As you can see. Yep. And this is it. This is the overworld. And like I said, this is another way in which this game is identical to Starfield, because as I pointed out several times, Starfield's overworlds had no reason to exist. Now, hang on, there's a slight difference there. Well, this is better or worse is up to you. But if you remember, 96. If you remember, Starfield's overworlds had like a boundary, which was pretty small, actually. That was, you can't go past this point. You remember that? We ran into that like within the first 20 minutes of playing the game on the very first day. And it just turns you around like, nope, can't go there. It's like, oh, okay. Now, technically, that does exist here. I'm actually surprised with... Where are we? How far have we gone? There you go. See? We've made it, looks like 2 whole pixels north. You see? Alright, I've made my point. So, Mr. Ed, if you ever do a highlight reel of this game, which I don't anticipate you will ever do, as this amazing, amazing music plays that this game does not deserve, I just want you to know that that whole speech about, like, the last 10 minutes of my life, really going into detail of explaining why this game is worse than Starfield, gets into the highlight reel. Okay, back to the tower. So where the hell was I? So what did I just do? Curvy door. I can find where I am in this. Did I say better than... What did I say? What did I say? Daggerfield. Daggerfield. Ah! No! My brain! Worse than... Sorry. Daggerfall is better than Starfield. Starfield is worse than... Daggerfall is what I meant. They're blurring. They're blurring. I keep making these comparisons. I'm not just doing it for a laugh. I really think Starfield was more inspired by Daggerfall than anything else. I mean that. Not Sky... We all kept calling it Skyrim in space or Fallout in space. No, it's Daggerfall. It's Daggerfall. The amount of similarities is too great to be a coincidence. They even had 1,000 planets you could explore as a back of the box. 16 times! Okay, where am I? Jump in a hole. Lever. Turn right, follow up until you come to another door. Okay, I think I know where I am. When you enter the door, turn left, and follow a hallway to the end where you find another door. And a ghost that needs to be killed. Look, I went in depth on Starfield. It was such a unique stream because it's so rare. I have to explain the bare bone basics of narrative and gameplay design. Like the absolute the stuff you should have learned back in grade school. And I don't say that as an insult. I say that as a statement of fact. It was the infrastructure stream, right? All right, let's talk about where you should put your support beams inside your building. Whereas normally we talk about things like the specifics of brick composition, metaphorically speaking. Okay. So I'm looking for another door, I think? Oh, no. Okay, yeah. Just gonna keep going until I find a door. Okay, I found a door. It should be a cavernous room. This is not a cavernous room. Okay, we're in the wrong spot. Okay, rewind. It's Ebony von Falkenstein, so yes. By quite a measure, actually. The biggest catch is that... I'm lost. Alright, hang on. Okay, let's rewind a bit. Okay, there's the lever, right? And a lever on the wall to your left. At this lever, turn right. Follow this curving hallway till you come to another door. There's 2 doors. No, that's not a door. That's a passageway. Okay, so door. Door? Is this a door? This isn't a door either. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't think it said to go down, so I'm gonna assume it's this way. I want you to know, Archeon, the fact that I'm lost right now is completely your fault. I just want you to know that. I had to pause, kick Starfield. What? What? I just got one shot by a vampire. Oh god, where am I? I'm turned around now. Okay, hang on. Die, lady. Heal, 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 heal. Most intense battle I've ever had. Now, the real problem is my axe skill is pretty low right now. And that needs to be fixed. So that's what I'm doing. Oh my god. And we're dead. Holy crap. Okay. Alright. Okay. 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 Let's get up the dagger. What is her armor? I can see her armor. Trust me, I'm staring at it. I hear another one. I mean, yeah, no, I agree completely, Casual. It is sad. And kind of pathetic. I have a damaging spell. My destruction skill isn't even bad. Okay, let's retreat a little bit. Let's recover for a second. My axe skill's improved. Yeah, that explains that. For a little perspective, our dagger skill is 46, which isn't great. I'm sorry. Remind me, well, which question? My destruction's only 51. Yeah. Let's see. Another twit. Ah! Just doing no damage? What's happening here? And we're out of mana. I just emptied my entire mana pool into that ghost. Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's go back here. Heal again. It's been another 8 hours sleeping. 9 hours, excuse me. My destruction skill is improved. Great! Maybe it can actually land? Stupid dagger. Okay, so anyways, I am kind of turned around here, so hang on. There's the hole. Hang on. Okay, so we come to this, it goes straight, and then it goes right. It's a turn left, which we ignore. Okay. We go straight to the end of the hallway. We go straight to the end of this hallway. There's a curve, we go straight to here. This is where we are. Then we go left like this. U. Straight to the end of the hallway. Then a right. And then straight here. There's the door. Okay, this is where we want to be. Okay. This is the happening place right here. Man, I think I've spent more time sleeping in dungeons than towns in video games in my life. My adventuring career. That's true, we did spend a month in town earlier. Okay. Still wrong. Wrong. That's true. Okay, and then curve until junction. Then north 1. Then west straight until here. Okay, here's our ramps. Okay, we've found... Oh, this place. We're actually almost done with this place. I need to figure out that recall thing, so I never have to do this dungeon again. Because, spoilers, we have to do this dungeon at least one more time. I think we have to do it like 3 more times. Okay. Listen, as any game designer will tell you, size is all that matters. The longer the game is, the better it is. That's just logic. Okay, let's see if we can hash this one down. Hey, we can. Let's get back up to here. Get our safe spot. Okay, so. Go down, and it's... Yep, okay, so here. And there should be a thing where we can, like, whoop, encounter a wraith. Very important. That's right. I could still be playing Starfield right now. If it didn't break my computer, pull the 2 levers on the sides of pastry, facing the bull pastry. Tapestry. There's multiple levers. Oh my god. Which levers do you pick, guys? There's 4 levers. The correct answer is the one facing the tapestries. Obviously, that's just logic. Jesus Christ. Yeah, my first thought would be all of them, because that's how every other dungeon has been so far. If there's a lever, you hit it. Okay. Go to the door where you hear the Vampire Ancient. The what? Where is he? Where is he? Okay, whatever. Hello, TSB. Happy Thursday. I'm going to admit it took me an embarrassing long time to figure out the claw puzzles in Skyrim. Because I kept overthinking it, frankly, and thought they were actually being clever. I had no idea it was just rotate the item. Puzzle design is so simple that I consider it a negative. Probably, hypothetically. Can't think of an example off the top of my head. But maybe. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Lich. Let's get our healing back. Let's just do this really quick. What's our axe skill up to? 24%. Getting there. You know, honestly, we probably shouldn't mess around. Let's just... There's the Lich. They make great pillows. The skulls... Ugh. I don't think I've hit this guy once. I literally don't think I've hit him. And we're dead. Okay. So you're on Archeon Bale. It's the Lich! Well, there's the character I want to talk to. I hit him once. I hit him twice. I'm gonna just praying for RNG at this point. Ocupado. Okay, so now that we're past the Lich. So, hey, beautiful woman. This is who we're here for. Finally. Just you, Mr. Root. I mean, is it really an RPG if there aren't women who look like that all over the place? Look at her pose. Okay. Greetings, Honor. I am Medora Direni, former sorceress to the court of Daggerfall. I have an interest in helping you in your aim to exorcise the spirits of King Lysander's, but I can do little in my present circumstances. If you would pay a visit to a certain other sorceress, I could lift the curse on Direni Tower. Will you do this for me, runner? Yes. I will be in your debt. Nilfaga, mother of my former lord Lysander's, is a renowned mystic, but I've heard whispers that the loss of her son turned her mad with grief. If this is not true, she can and will help me. I need a certain rare item, the horn of a great unicorn, to break the curse of Direni Tower. If Nilfaga is indeed mad, you must search her castle for this one yourself, and bring it back to me. I'll expect you in 61 days. Okay, could you, like, be somewhere closer to the entrance? Is that something that could happen? Just... like, you'd think I should just be able to set a mark right here, right? Like, that would just make sense. But I believe it doesn't work that way. Cat! She has a cat. She must be evil. Wow, there's an entire section of the guide about getting out of this dungeon. That's a great sign. Who's feeding the what? That's a good question. Lady, you have a lich outside your door. Oh, that's why you need a horn. Okay, never mind. Can carry on. So let me ask this. Can I leave the dungeon? Or do I have to do the mark trick while still, like, leaving the dungeon? If that makes sense. Because I actually have a recall already set. It's outside the dungeon. But I'd rather not do everything I just did again. It's okay, everything respawns when you re-enter a dungeon, so there's no, like, clearing a dungeon, right? I mean, there is while you're in there. It's the Doom method of exploring. Yeah, the doodad's in her room. Like, so she's got a rack of weapons, potion-y stuff, potion-y stuff, potion-y stuff, a fireplace, a loom, a chair, a cat, another chair. No, that's not a chair. No, that's a stool, excuse me. Table, and I don't know what this is, and I don't want to. You have a bed, lady? Loading, 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 loading. Oh, I think I get the idea. Because there's a thing. Okay, so let's go ahead. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. And then run. Because, unfortunately, I made a horrible mistake earlier, and I lured a lich to my exit. So my exfiltration strategy is going to involve bypassing a lich now. I'm not sure where he is, and you know what? Not sure I want to. Ah! 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 Wasn't ready. Wasn't even close to ready. Where did you come from? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Extremely visceral combat. There we go. Oh my god, okay. Okay. Cool. Everything's cool. We're all fine here. Now I'm turned around. Yeah, I was on a pretty good header there, and I just... That lady. Okay, so this way. And then... Nope. There's the wheel. Shoot. I lost it. I lost it. No, here it is. Here it is. Here's the hole. Here's the hole. Okay, 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 okay. Here's the hole. Which means, if I am correct, this is the wheel. So we've saved now. Save, 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 save. Yep, so this unlocks like a path or whatever, right? Right? I think I get the idea here. Because the idea is you're supposed to be like, whoa, and then rush here, and that gets you out, right? See? Because there's the exit. Yep, yep, yep. But what I want to know is, why do we have to mark here? Why can't we just mark at the bottom? Like, I'm actually curious, what is the coding limitation of having to mark here instead of over there? Let's do a rewarp. Just in case this goes extremely wrong. Hearthstone, there it is. Anchor? Okay. So, boop. Yep. And there's the exit. Dump all this extra junk. Well, we've got a backup save, just in case. Kimono of the Orc Lord. Cast when held. Orc strength. Oh, nice. Let's do that. broken. What? I mean, I could mark at the wheel instead. Yeah, let's... I made a save here just in case. So we're at the wheel, sure. Okay, dump that. Those, dump all this. Get out of my inventory, get out of my inventory. Get out of my inventory. Identify. Nice, identified both. Although I think the kimono was already identified, so I'm stupid. Kite Shield of Lightning. Cast when used. Junk. That I might put on once I can repair it. Okay, so now... we actually already have the other location. So we just need to go up here. We're looking for Shed. Remember this place? We've actually already been in here. We're ill, apparently. And we're dead. Okay, what are we ill with? You've contracted yellow fever. That's not great. That's what that is. That is not a good thing. Here. Right. And I just cast Identify too. Listen, it's not my fault you didn't check the menu to figure out if you had a disease or not, okay? You should have known better. Okay. We have a decent medical skill. We shouldn't have that issue, really. Okay, I need a temple. Oh my god. No, we're dead. Oh, we can't even make it to a temple? Wait, what? It's Harvest Sin, and you're dead. I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. Go for a temple being here. Let's try that. Is there a temple here? There's not. Okay, maybe being on the horse will help. Thanks for the letter. I'll get to that. Nope. Are we soft locked? I don't know how to fix this. Okay. Nope, that's just... No, if you travel when you have a disease, you have a chance, I think, of dying. And we're just dying. We're just dying. I'm having trouble going a small enough distance to get to a temple to heal me. Okay, we made it here without dying. Progress, progress. Yeah, we haven't invented our immune system yet, sorry. No, that's what I'm doing, Platonia. I'm trying to, like, hop. No! Ah, Jesus Christ. We could just roll the dice, maybe? Nope. I don't know what to do here. I have an idea, but it's a terrible idea. It's a really terrible idea. See, the weird part is I notice our stats are, like, not even moving. Like, we appear to be fine. It's just something about the fast travel is triggering it to just kill me. Is it a dice chance? Let's look this up while we're doing this. Okay, nothing else going on. Whoops. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Animals and undead all have a chance to give you disease when they hit you. Great! That's great. As in real life, you'll not recognize instantly if you've contracted a disease, but wait for the incubation time to pass, which may take several hours. And then whether you have to determine it is based on your medical skill, which, remember, we actually have decent medical skill. Disease affect your stats, blah, blah, blah. Entering fast travel is very dangerous. This only occurs if you've received the first you feel bad warning. If you're unlucky enough to contract cholera, and more or less immediately fast travel, you can die without any indication anything was wrong. As soon as you know you suffer from a disease, you should cure yourself using a potion or a spell. In many cases, it'll already be too late to seek out a temple healer. If you're lucky enough to survive the journey to a temple, its healer will cure all diseases, provided you have sufficient gold. Cost of the cure depends on how many diseases you have contracted. So what I'm hearing is we need to get a spell of cure my frickin' diseases. So anyways, I'm feeling a negative for all that nonsense. I mean, this isn't technically a soft lock, but this is a progression blocker. Or a progression rewinder, and it's not great. So I'm typing up my notes here. I think this is multiple negative territory, because I was just thinking about it. You guys missed it. See you around, Devo. Have fun. You guys missed it, but earlier when I was doing some of my off-camera guild stuff, I had an incident where, oh my god, I'm not even halfway there. Where I got out of a dungeon, fast traveled to my destination, and died instantly on landing. And I was confused by that, obviously, because I was just like, wait, what? That's weird. Why did that happen? Well, so I rewound my save, and I was like, maybe there's an issue? And so I hit I to check my status. Notice I see here that I have yellow fever. But when I checked I, it said nothing because I didn't have a medical skill to tell that I was diseased yet. Or, and I'm not sure which, the disease hadn't incubated yet. Because travel time takes days and incubation takes hours, it's possible to literally not actually have the disease yet, start fast travel, get the disease, die from the disease, finish fast travel, death concludes. And there's no feedback. That's the big thing. I had no idea what killed me. Now, Google was able to help me out on that, but nothing in the game indicated you had a disease and that killed you. I was able to fix that once I found out, once I Googled it and found out that I had a disease. But imagine, as usual, we don't review Google, right? Google doesn't exist. Walkthroughs don't exist. So imagine you're just playing the game and you just do that, and you just die. No idea why. Correct, Ben One Eye. I don't think Google existed in '96. Could be wrong. Yep, nope, that's my next priority, Ben One Eye. I might have to join a temple. Just to gain access to a cure disease spell. It might have been One Eye. It's doubly frustrating. If I could just complain about this for a second. This would not actually be a particularly large issue if not for the fact that I was doing this quest. Because I actually usually have my mark set in town. So I would just teleport back to town and fix this. But because I don't want to do the dungeon I just did again, I had to set my mark in the dungeon. Can someone do me a favor and look up when Ultima Online came out, please? It's relevant, I swear. Oh my god, we're still not halfway there. We're still not halfway there. We're not halfway there. We're not halfway there. Alright. Hold up. Okay, so we're invincible now. Okay, we made it. We spent several real-life minutes. How long would that be, roughly? Let's think. Let's see here. So we started off right about here. That was about 10 minutes. So, yeah, just another, let's say, 12, 13, 14 minutes of traveling. Please cure my diseases. I despise your kind. Please cure my diseases. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. And then we spend another however many minutes Going to the next temple there. That's a shrine. It's not a temple. That's why. Oh my god. So there's no temples on that island, which means we would have had to pray for RNG to find a, to find a town which actually had a temple in it. Speaking of which, does this town have a temple in it? No, Casual, I do not. I mean, I know what you mean. You don't mean LLMs, right? Because if you do mean LLMs, then I will stab you with the donut. And it'll be exactly as unpleasant as it sounds. Because nobody's paid me to play it yet, Banzan. Obs. Okay, there's the Mages Guild. You know what? Let's check out the Mages Guild. Maybe they can help me out here. Ignore the 0 stamina. We're fine. We're fine. LLM. Limited Learning Machine, I believe is what that stands for. If you go use ChatGPT, that is an LLM. A large language model, excuse me. I always get that wrong. Okay. But no, I'm not playing FFTR for the same reason that I don't play most games as soon as they come out. Because I'm not an idiot. If I wanted to kill my channel, that's what I'd do. Try cure, I guess? Hey! Cure disease! Oh, thank God. Okay. Chance of curing disease. 2 to 5 chance. Per level. I guess, hang on, what's a good... Hang on one second. There we go. Good. I look forward to getting there. Sounds great. I mean, Square's voice acting has been good ever since they switched to the new studio, and that was like 10 years ago. Let's go with a 10% chance of success. That should be good. Okay. I would like to cast Cure Disease. Hey, I think I'm cured. Jesus. Okay. We did it. We unlocked ourselves. God, that was terrible. Alright, so... what the hell was I doing? Hey. Alright, right, okay, so... Yeah, I guess we could test the mark since we're here. Um... Well, this appears to be the correct spot. Now all I have to do is do this. I still don't understand. Like, does anybody know why I can't just set it by her? Like, I actually remember pacified vampire using etiquette skill. Oh my god. I was actually reading. I was like, you can't set a mark by her, but it didn't explain why. It just said you can't. I'm just kind of memorizing the route here. I mean, hit that lever and get paralyzed. There we go. This way, there's going to be a lich. Completely. Excuse me, lich. And there she is. Ta-da. Ah, could be. Either way, let's get out of here. So it works. It works. Good to know. Okay. Okay, this place again. You remember this place? Because we've actually already been here. Wish I'd known. Would have gotten the thing last time. It's about the size of the entire British Isles, Trixia. By which I mean it's actually bigger. Shut. Hey, so there's the dungeon. What are those? Oh, God. Ice Atronachs, apparently. That's new. How you doing, lady? Yeah, Daggerfall thinks it has a combat system. Alright, Here goes Unix. Man, I love jury duty. It's the best. Most awful thing ever. That's going towards DBZ, Kakarot, RNC3, Grim Fandango. Thank you as always, Unix. Of course it's in an unmarked hidden room with nothing indicating it's there. And God, there's another static dungeon. Should be a ramp? Yep, okay, up. That's not what I would call a ramp. This doesn't look right. Oh God, hang on. Well, no, hang on, I'm gonna keep going. This curves a little, right? And then a curve some more. Linear path. Straight. Whoop, hold up. This one. Ice Atronach has died. Okay, yep. And then... What was that? Iron Atronach. What the hell's an Iron Atronach? I've never heard of an Iron Atronach before. They want an Earth Atronach, so here we are. Okay, actually, I've lost track of where I am. Head south, which is this way. Up the ramp. Okay, south up the ramp. Walk the hallway till you come to an intersection. Intersection. Kill the monster. Die, monster. Raise my axe skill. I find it funny how much easier Atronachs are than frickin' vampires. Walk up the ramp to the south? This is west, not south. What the hell? Is that a Dremora? Whoa! Okay. Okay. Hold up. I mean, I got decently far in this game, I'd like to say. Daedroth, that's it. The crocodile dudes. I can't remember their names. It started with a D. Okay. Up the ramp south, I think. I might be lost. I might be lost. No! Okay, hang on. This guy. Holy crap, this guy. I am so... okay. It is a Daedroth. You were correct. You really want to know, Junix? This is just one dungeon. This is a mandatory dungeon, too. Okay, hold up. I'm actually turned around now. Yep, of course, 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 of course. Okay, can I rest, please? Actually, this is an MSQ dungeon. This is not a simplified dungeon. Okay, so I came from here. Yep, okay. Texture change. Okay. Follow the hallway to come to an intersection. This looks like an intersection? Yeah, no, this is right. And then go this way. Then it's going to tilt to the right. And then there's going to be, like... monster here. Walk up the ramp to the south. Okay. Yeah. What's funny, yeah, I've never liked Oblivion dungeons, even when they were new. But I didn't know how bad dungeons could get. I didn't know. I'm so sorry, game. Pluses to Oblivion for dungeon design. Not Daggerfall dungeons. I'm kidding, that's not how that works. Bad is still bad, even if there's worse. Hammered it. Okay. Follow this path while shortly before the second intersection. What? Damn it, that Daedroth. We gotta deal with this guy. We gotta deal with this guy. Let's get our heal going now. Get that reach down. Oof. Okay. Daedroth dead. Jeez Louise. These are almost as bad as the vampires. Alright, so... Follow this path past the first intersection. On the wall shortly before the second intersection, there's a torch. Of course there is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. That will open the path leading west. Follow the new path. Head north when you reach the intersection. Find an iron atronach. Tell he's iron atronach because he's got the buzz haircut. God, I have ebony weapons. Could you imagine? Yeah, this is MSQ as a fresh reminder. We're just doing MSQ. Like, that's all we've done for the last, like, day and a half now. Okay, so. Follow path, head north of the intersection. Near this path, you enter a new room. Okay, there's an empty room. This was all for nothing, right? Wrong. There's a door right there. Hey, hey! And there's the unicorn horn. Wow. Okay, so that's crazy bad. That's actually awful. I'm giving that another negative. I'm sorry. That is awful. I'm gonna put that under walkthrough specifically. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, hi. Yeah, hug the wall. Oof, oof, oof. You know, at least when Wolfenstein did it was for treasure, for completion's sake, and not mandatory story progression. It's not great in Wolfenstein either, but it's not this. Okay. Alright, so. Hang on, I gotta do some memory. Okay. At this point, I'm gonna be an expert on doing this frickin' route here. Hi. You've succeeded in a most dangerous enterprise, runner, but many more trials await you. By bringing the horn to me, you have helped me lift the curse of the Queen Dowager placed on my tower. I hope I can count to you for further aid. For now, take this straps as your reward. Thanks? I guess? Yes, take these schnapps. You need it. Okay. Everyone in chat who hasn't played this game, what do you think is required to start the next step of this quest? Well, Bladesville got it instantly. What the hell? Did you look that up? No, it's wait 30 days. It's okay, we have another quest we can do in the interim. It's literally the exact number. It's 30 days. Wait a month. Alright, so hang on. So we've done Medora's Freedom, we've done Missing Prince. We haven't done that yet. We did that, we haven't done that yet. So let's do Painting the Truth next. Okay, so, yep, there's the straps. Yep, okay, so run! There's a lich. Okay, so now I get to repeat my trick. Oh shoot. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, we're good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Okay. Little turned around. Lot turned around. I'm completely turned around. Oh no. Oh no. Nope. This is okay. This is okay. I know where I am. Oh, this freaking game. We didn't pacify them with our etiquette skill this time. No. No. There we go. Mummy has done. Okay. Now, hang on. I gotta check something. Because there is another quest. And it might actually be worth setting a spell here. A recall here. Yep, no, we will actually be coming back to here. So I'm going to go ahead and just save ourselves a lot of time and set another mark here. And someone please help me remember that I cannot mark a recall, like, ever again. This is now my life. Are we diseased? We're healthy. Alright, so let's save before we do this. Oh my gosh. Powers unknown. Well, let's go and rest for a bit. Okay, so... Oh, I leveled. Yay, I leveled. Let's keep raising my personality. Okay, so, am I diseased? No. Okay, I'm surely not diseased now. Kidding, Plutoni. And no, by the way, you have to recast Mark each time. If I could just leave Mark there, that would be really useful. Okay. Oh, you have no idea how many hoops you have to jump through to get this game. Hoop. Now, the Unity version isn't that bad. Which is what we're playing, so I guess I should say that. So never mind, I guess I walked that back. The fans made this game more playable than Morrowind. I'll give you that one. What am I doing? I'm doing a thing which is casting, identify. Alright, so let's see if we can identify some of this stuff. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, let's try it again. Hey! We have identified. Woot! Would I recommend playing this with mods? I don't know. Obviously, because I haven't played the mods. Like I mentioned, there's quite a few mods that are listed. Say, healing straps. What are these? Cast when used. I might hold on to that. Cast when used. I need to repair that. Oh, it's broken. Okay, so let's go ahead. Really, Plutonia? That is weirdly funny. Okay, so we're gonna head back to Daggerfall for a second. Mostly because I know Daggerfall. Actually, I should probably go to Sentinel. Hang on. I already got an item, right? Yeah, that one. Queen of Sentinel. Is that... Yep, no, okay, so let's head to Sentinel instead, because we've just started the next Sentinel quest. So let's find Sentinel. To the front. Cautious ship pins, go. Wear a weapon. We're civilized here. Oh, hang on. We're in town again. We're not doing dungeons. Yeah, so we're back to town. Alright. So. Yes, sorry. I suppose I should clarify my sentence. Obviously, getting the game into a state where the game launches is easy. When I think of playable, our requirements are slightly more stringent than that. Okay, while we're here, let's talk to the Queen. Oh, we actually gained some rep. Nice. Excellent. I would say that Daggerfall Unity is more playable than Morrowind Vanilla, is what I said. Be very clear about my terminology. I don't want to misrepresent anything. Where's the Queen? Hello, Queen? Hello? Are you the Queen? No. Are you the Queen? Where's the Queen? No. Daggerfall... Oh, where's the Queen? Daggerfall's dungeon design is going to drag its score down and down and down and down and down. That's how that is. Hello? Hello? Queen? Hello? Hello? Not really, Dr. Winter. Huh? You know what? No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That is still not the Queen. What the hell is this twit? Okay, who are you? I am desperate. The Dark Brother has taken my child and will kill him if I don't pay a ransom. Sucks to be you. Don't look at me that way. It's a random quest. Those don't exist. There she is. Why does the Queen have, several Kronks? Welcome to Sentinel. I trust you have had a comfortable stay so far. Let me get straight to the point. My son, Prince Lotan, says you are a well-respected and trusted Argonian. I have need of your sword. I'm willing to pay you a pittance of gold to infiltrate Castle Wayrest and recover an heirloom. Sure. What bounty? There's an item, a painting, hidden in Castle Wayrest. Okay. Miss Robinson. What can I help you with? Listen, naked men, naked ladies, equal opportunity. Everyone will be exploited equally. I was saying, this looks like a dungeon if I'm looking at the guide correctly. I gotta figure out how to get out of here. I can't use my recalls. Hey, okay. Alright, while we're here, I do need to hit a vendor. So... means I need to hit a map. Okay. Yep, nope, this song is appropriate. I also need a repair guy, I just realized. Yeah, we're explicitly being hired by a queen to rob another polity. And this is just what they're doing openly. Just, you know. Hold on. Repair? Hey! Repair this and this, please. Oh, that's cheap as hell. Thank you. By the way, you notice how it takes very little time to repair, and I can repair multiple items at the same time? That's an option in the Unity version. In the original version, repairing takes time, and you can only have one repair person doing one repair at a time. So just keep that in mind. I just realized I should probably sell here. Yep, realism. Alright, so let's sell all this junk. And that. And I think that's it, actually. Yep, sell. Thank you. I guess we could check. Bunch of clothes. More clothes. A Daedric broadsword. That costs a lot of money. It is 7 to 18, which is actually less than our Ebony War Axe. Yes, please. But it is Daedric, which should pierce literally everything. That is the top tier. Assuming that's a thing past Ebony. It's also Longsword, which should take advantage of the thing we actually have as a major skill. That's why I'm debating this. It is, however, 20,000 gold. I don't even know enchanting capacity was a thing. We haven't really played with that yet. Steal it. I'm a warrior, kinda. My stealing involves walking up with a guy and axe being like, you're gonna give me this now. No, we just spent a bajillion money on the Ebony thing. And yeah, we haven't seen jack for armor. Well, let's hit the thing. Okay, so... Oh, this place is literally called Sentinel's Best Armor. How many days or weeks or months do you think they spent naming all this stuff? Like, I'm sure they did randomize at least some of it. Like... Yeah. Okay, that's all chain and leather. Junk. Steel, which we can't equip. Daedric short sword. Which is better than our ebony dagger. How much is the Daedric short sword? 10,000 gold. I want armor. I want armor. I want to save for armor. It's gonna be expensive. Like, I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. It's gonna be expensive as hell. Nope. I checked this earlier, but the two sides don't matter. It's just the object. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ben, wasn't I? Kinda hopeful? Ironically, since we've stopped fighting humans, we've stopped getting loot drops, like equipment drops. Okay, so we have to go to Wayrest next, but we have a quest in Wayrest, which we could start here. So let me figure this out here. It's either black. I think it's Blackmail. Yes. Hang on 1 second. This is actually an interesting quest. This might be the first good quest in the entire game. I'm not joking. Look, it's fine, Loner. Don't worry about it. Don't stress it. Okay. Okay, so let's just pop a save here. And let's head to Wayrest, which is somewhere. Up. There's Wayrest. Of course, it's a port town. Alright. So let's find the castle. I don't know, the orc thing kind of weirds me out, I'm not gonna lie. But probably the Morrowind thing, if we're being completely honest. So there's Castle Wayrest. It's palatial is the word I'd use for that nonsense. Yes, I'm here to save the king. What is wrong with your face? Are you evil? She has glowing red eyes. Oh my god. Who are you? No. Hang on. I didn't mean to start that quest. She can't be able to... She has a cat. Oh, so the cat's taking the evil. Okay. That's actually a good question. Can you play an orc in this? And if so, how badly does that go? What? Okay. Yeah, they see an orc, they just attack him on sight. The Argonian, they bother to spit on me first. Okay, where is this loser? Behind the throne room. Of course, I should have known. And actually, here's the entertainment, naturally. Why does she also have red eyes? Anyways. I need a courier runner, but no common jelly-armed, gas-headed pox of a mercenary will do. I have a letter of utmost importance to be delivered to a high dignitary who will be defended against unwelcome intrusion. In return for this, I'll not only give you a random item, but also put in a positive word for you with the king and queen. I agree to your words. Meet me here at this time tomorrow, and I'll give you the letter and the name of the location recipient. Okay. They just have vampires just there. So, I mentioned this might be one of the better quests in the game, right? So, here's the quest. He gives you a letter, go deliver it to a guy, who gives you a letter to take it back. You're probably thinking, what's the good design there? Well, here's the thing. You can read the letter, but in order to read the letter, you have to break the seal on the letter. Breaking the seal on the letter changes the outcome of the quest. In fact, if you break the seal on the first letter, the guy will notice and say, "Oh my god, how dare you," and actually sick enemies on you for looking at the letters of your betters. But so you can still do it and still continue the quest. But at that point, if you break the seal on the second letter, it actually chops off the chain, apparently, and you actually cannot continue the quest arc. Both things also lower your rep with different people, but also raise it with other people. You can also turn in the letter to someone else, but only if you open the seal. Because only by opening the letter can you tell what the letter is. It's a blackmail, by the way. That's why the quest is called blackmail. And that way you can be like, oh, so now you have the option to take it to the person who is in charge of the person being blackmailed and give it to them instead, who will still give you a bit of a scolding, but you'll gain rep with him instead of the original guy. And it'll also chop off the chain there. Yeah, some legitimate branching and some actual consequences for action. It's not much, but that is the closest thing to quest design we've seen in this entire game. Now, we're going to turn in both letters unopened because we want the maximum rep gain. And because we're an Argonian. So let's hear. Hang on. So we're not going to read the letters. We're going to gain rep with individuals. So Health Sith, Edgeware, the associated factions, and Wayrest as a whole. If we read the first letter, we lose rep with all the above. If we read the second letter, we lose a lot of rep with everyone. If you read both letters, you lose a ton of rep with everyone. But if you decide to do the blackmail route, you gain rep with them, and actually, it looks like you actually don't lose rep with anyone if you do the blackmail thing. That's interesting. Right. So yeah. I was roaming around for a reason. There's like there isn't. Okay, cool. Well, that's a general store, so that's not what I want. Listen, Blatable. I apologize for nothing. First class armor. That sounds like a good bet. We also got the vintage. Oh, we got two places we can check out. All right. Wait, what time is it? 8. Okay, so we just need to wait 1 hour. See you around, Ben and I. No headaches, remember. De-headicify. I do find it funny that we got a bunch of chain and, like, iron gear very early on. And then we haven't upgraded it since. It's all those human enemies we got right at the beginning. And Nobody's selling anything. Look at this. Chain, leather, junk, garbage. Ugh. I wonder, there's dwarven gear in this game. Have they already decided what the Dwemer were at this point? Do we even know? Sounds like room for 17. Oh no, for 2 days. Thank you. Let's raise some skills while we're here, because why not? So since I just told you we're not going to read the letters, let me read the letters for you. So the first letter says, "Sorry about the necessity of delivering this letter by roughest possible service." That might be too loud. Hang on. Sorry about delivering this via the roughest possible service. But it would be unthinkable to approach you at the castle on such a delicate matter. I have long admired your loyalty to the crown and neutrality in internal affairs. Understand, I only want to save your dignity from a possibly embarrassing scenario. The problem rests in your sister, the Lady Pacifa, who, though she resides abroad, still communicates regularly with members of court. I understand and respect the depth of your sibling love and affection one for another, for in response to a curious inquiry of mine, Lady Pacifa sent me several touching letters penned in your hand. Have you ever espied with delight a red-berried, half-drowned in cream? So I dream of you, my dearest love, pouring my soul into you, sweet, for your touch, dear, my soul is quite forfeit. While you and I know the innocence of your fondness of the lady, the more prurient minds at court, as you're aware, are inclined towards grotesque misinterpretation. Her husband, I understand, is famous for his jealous rages. I am of several minds on the matter how best to avoid possible negative reaction, and would appreciate your response at the soonest possible opportunity. I await you at Castle Wayrest. So let me break that down in case you missed that. So he reaches out to Lord Castilian, who's banging his sister. His sister happens to be married to someone else, who is also royalty. So how could we possibly avoid any bad situations from this? So if you do it normally and return the response, he says, I appreciate your kindness. I will meet with you very shortly at your convenience. If you open the letter, he says, wait a minute. You have exceeded the bounds of a courier. Lord Castilian has ordered your death. No, sorry. Then a bunch of knights show up who say, Lord Castilian has ordered your death. He wanted me to tell you, you know too much. Listen, Ross. We're making progress. We are. Speaking of making progress, so this quest just triggered because it's been 30 days. Your vision hazes and the world grows dim. Out of the gray, a woman's face appears. Medora! Runner, your efforts to free me have not been in vain. I have discovered a powder that will soothe the ghost of my beloved Lysandus. However, it is in the hands of Gortwog, warlord of the Orcs, in his steel citadel of Orsinium. Go to him in Orsinium and see if there's anything that can be done to persuade him to give it to you. Bring the powder to me once you have it. The vision clears. Sometimes you wish sorceresses would just send letters like other folks do. And now we got to do that one more time. I really wish this would work, but for some reason it's cast. Oh, there we go. That's not doing it. Oh, whatever. Increase our restoration. I always use more restoration. Hey, Asmirstar. Oh, you missed it earlier. I also spent about 10 minutes explaining why this game is better than Starfield. Non-jokingly, non-memeingly, not as like a dig or a gag. Just laying it out. Yep. Anyways. Okay, so now we should be able to talk to Lysandus. There we go. Yeah, I almost got soft-locked by a disease. It was actually so bad that I'm still kind of debating how I would have fixed that normally. I think what I would have done, Plutonia mentioned this as a solution, is I would have checked the map, figured out which of the local towns had an actual temple in them, and then spent roughly 15 to 20 minutes of real time doing this to travel to the town on foot in order to be able to then get cured. That is a real thing that really happened. And really got real negatives. Seriously? It had not been 16 hours yet? I've rested twice. Fellow members of the Mages Guild. Oh my god. He's a vampire mage. It's a song from the town playlist, and we have switched to a song from the castle playlist. Oh yeah, by the way, if you expose the blackmail, sorry, I should have mentioned that. If you expose the blackmail, he says, "Why, that conniving, manipulative weasel. You did well bringing this to my attention. Thank you." Yeah, nighttime is pain. So yeah, let's cast some spells real quick. So we had a whole discussion yesterday about use it to level it, use it to raise it. I haven't. Can I rent a room, please, for 2 days? Thank you. But I will summarize my thoughts in simplicity. I don't enjoy use it to level it systems. I never have. Hypothetically, such a system can work, but in my opinion, never has. If there's an exception to that, it is exactly that, an exception that I haven't seen yet. What's wrong with it? I suppose that answers you in simplicity. As for which one I feel is more rewarding, definitely being able to distribute points. Even if you're always going to distribute the same way, just giving the player, even if it's token, letting the player do the thing, have the interaction themselves, rather than automating it, is almost always going to be better. A lot of devs don't understand that. They think, well, you're probably just going to put it in strength and stamina anyway, so let's just raise your strength and stamina. But players like having those options. They like to put those points in. It feels rewarding. And being able to distribute your own points allows for the possibility of challenge runs or builds, right? Like, sure, strength and stamina might be the correct choice, but we could do something else. Like I said earlier, this very game has a linguist build. If this game automatically leveled your stats every time you level up, you couldn't have a linguist build. Wouldn't exist. Nice. Hello again, Rana. Here's the letter. It's to be of the Lord Castilian at the head of the Elder Council, who's currently at the house in the Mooresmith residence in Greenwing Palace. I need the letter delivered back here in no less than 16 days. That is essential. Like I mentioned before, Lord Castilian values his privacy to an excess. Be prepared for some resistance at your arrival. I would ask you not read the letter as is private correspondence. If word of its contents gets out, I will blame you. Yeah, I want a warrior who has tons of strength and tons of charisma. Sorry, okay, so. Shoot, I've already lost it. Where are we going? Greenwing Palace. Mooresmith Residence in Greenwing Palace. Mooresmith Residence, Greenwing Palace. So let's save. Let's get in our airship here that we have. I've already lost it. What was the name of the place? Damn it! Greenwing. Mooresmith and Greenwing. There it is. I'm looking for the Mooresmith residence. Now, hopefully my rep has gotten a little bit better. I know. I can't mark. Thank you for the reminder, though. I've been thinking it every single time I fast travel, by the way, because I keep thinking, hey. I've been trying to get into the habit of marking, and it's like, oh, wait, right. I'm looking for Mooresmith residence. Oh, thank you. People are actually being nice again. Holy crap. So hypothetically, this should be a quick and easy. Hello, hello? Are you? You're a woman, so you're not who I'm looking for. You might... Yep, you. You wait while Lord Castilian reads the letter. His skin grows pale and his hands begin to shake. I see. Please wait while I pen a response to Prince Helseth. It'll take him a minute to write you the response, which he then hands to you. You're welcome, I suppose. And now we go right back. Yeah, this is technically a very boring quest if we just do it as is, but I stand by the positive I gave. There is actual quest design. For once. It's not much, but it's there. Yeah, we're doing blackmail on behalf of one of the major princes in the region. Because we got Sentinel, Wayrest, and Daggerfall. And I'm not sure if there's any other major powers in the region. But, yeah, the prince is blackmailing a local lord, a baron, I would say, based on his standing and position. Just playing court games, like you do. Bored on a Sunday. You know what? I feel like screwing with Esmiristar. And then you do. Same question for chat. If you could pick a specific region to set Elder Scrolls 6 in, where would you say? Because I was bored as Mirror. Video games haven't been invented yet. Inviting rotation has returned. Here's the cloth amulet I promised. Never let it be said Prince Helseth is not a man of his bond. Oh yes, I promised to tell you something of the situation in Daggerfall. I suspect my family has more to do with it than is commonly known. We sent advisors to urge King Lysandus and King Cameron to mend their differences on the eve of the Battle of Cryingane Field. Cryingane Field. Lysandus was disgustingly loyal to the Emperor, where Cameron was fighting for more autonomy. According to the advisor's report, they arrived too late because they were waylaid by orcs of Gortwog en route. However, I have heard stories that at least some of our advisors arrived at Lysandus' tent and spoke to him briefly. At this time, I cannot say more. If I receive more information or situation progresses, I will send you word. Cool. Now, we actually have a quest to do here. Hello, Hazardous. So let's go ahead and try to ID this. Let's try to ID this. Hey, there we go. So I've changed my mind on the answer to Dr. Winter's questions several times over the years. And yeah, going against Thalmor is easy, which honestly is the biggest reason why I would pick Hammerfall. Don't mistake me. I want a game set in Hammerfall. That sounds cool. I can also see Somerset. But, like, the Red Guards actually pushed back against the Thalmor, you know? Okay, so this does Far Silence. That's not helpful. You know what is helpful is my kimono and my straps. Oh, and my kimono and my ring. There we go. They are just another human race, but and? Like, I don't care. So yeah, Hammerfall or Somerset, or both. Let's be ambitious. Let's make 16 times the depth! And what is 16 times 0 again? Anyway, so... Hang on, so apparently there's a princess quest? Which one are you talking about? Because we've got Painting the Truth, which we need to do while we're here. We've got that quest, which we're in the middle of. Lady in Red is the name of the quest? I don't see that on this list. If it's not on this list, that means we're probably not doing it. The quest we just did will unlock Brenzia's book. Lol, how's this? No, my point is I'm only doing MSQ quests. Sorry for being redundant. MS quests. Emperor's Letters. Didn't I already do that? No, I guess not. I still don't see that here. Well, whatever. Either way, the answer is apparently no, because I don't see it on this list. And we're only doing the list. Okay, so... Painting the Truth, we need to do that. We're in the middle of that. Let me reconnoiter myself here. Dust of Restful Death is what we're in the middle of. That means... going to Orsinium, so we'll deal with that in a minute. Blackmail we just did. That leads to Brenzia's book. Which requires a letter. This requires Reputation with Her, which we just got. And I think that's it, actually. Man, what's this quest? Because we haven't done this one yet. Aha! Receive an invitation from Princess Morgia. That's the quest you're talking about. However, I don't think I have that. Let's find out. Let's just talk to her and see if we can get her quest. It's her. Right here. It's Miss Vampire Lady. You're trying to... Well, again, you're trying to track down that letter of the Emperor's, yes? Oh, yeah, this is the music of talking to a vampire. Vampire. Ahem. Trying to track down that letter of the Emperor's, yes? There are very few scandals in the Bay of which I am totally ignorant. I could give you some information, but nothing's without a price, and I know well. That I know well. I need a champion who doesn't fear the fire of oblivion. Are you interested? Sure! By the Mad Queen, that's a relief to me. Do not ask any questions. Get this letter to a certain high-level sorcerer at the Necromancer's Crypt, Scourge Barrow, in the Dragontail Mountains. Avoid the rift. If you see it, you've gone too far. They will not be expecting you and will not wait for introductions. The Necromancer feel that death is a reward for the living, not a punishment. Once you have delivered the letter, they would feel no need to guarantee your safety. It is their way. I need the letter delivered and a response from the King of Worms in my hand 1 month from now at the absolute latest. The risks are very high. Please do not fail. Okay. But this has a timer too, doesn't it? It does. Okay, so we'll just do that while we're here. Okay, so yes, I accept your horribly evil quest. Alright, so now, save. Okay, so find and enter Castle Wayrest in the castle dungeons. So how do I get to the castle dungeons? Yeah, can you get my letter to Manny Marco? You want me to what? That's not going to tell me how to get to the castle dungeons, is it? Hang on a sec, hang on. I'm looking it up, hang on, hang on. I don't see where to reach the dungeon side of things. Hey, Ketiurgis. Hope your move goes smoothly. Mine sure hasn't been. Oh, apparently these are all supposed to be Dunmer. I didn't know that. No wonder they have red eyes. Some of them do. Okay, I don't know how to reach the dungeon. Okay, hang on. I think I figured it out. So this is the dining room. Okay, okay. And there's a door. The only door. Nope, there's 2 doors. North. This one. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna run. Go! Go. Go. Go! Go! Run! 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 Murder death. Why do I not have a weapon equipped? Yeah, sorry guys. I've been fighting like liches and vampires. Y'all are nothing at this point, so. Taste Ebony War Axe. Okay, you have a lot of health, I'll give you that. But it's not gonna save you. Y'all are dead. Oh god, how do I summarize Metamarco? Daedric Short Sword, that's how I summarize Metamarco. Holy crap. Off of one of the knights here. That might finally replace my dagger. Assuming that short swords is what is using the same skill as dagger. Is it? Can someone check that, please? Real quick. I'm gonna try it either way. Okay, so I'm gonna summarize Metamarco. See, how far back does he go? Yeah, I know. Oh, of course, it's one of those debatably things. Thank you for checking. Yeah, you know who Nagash is? So, Metamarco claims to be an Aldmer, if you know what that means. If you don't, they were the first elves. So that would make him a little old. The summary is actually pretty boring, though. He just kind of is the first necromancer. And he's just kind of been around for a really long time because he actually kept going. Like, he managed to keep himself alive for a very, very long time. And, yeah. He reminds me a lot of Palawa Joko, but played more straight. Palawa's funny, amusing, and enjoys his life. Manamarco is like your traditional, I'm an evil necromancer. I will use this power to rule this world. Like, he's very straight. I admit I don't find him very engaging, even though he's constantly showing up in Elder Scrolls games. As you are probably aware, he's an ESO. Because he predates ESO. Okay, so at the intersection, go west up the stairs, follow the hallway to get a door with several open coffins. There's a brick teleporter? What? Die, monster. Next time, wear some armor. Yeah, most settings have... Ooh, this is a funny thing to have in your castle. Most settings have something like him. A very, very, very old necromancer who's just kind of there by virtue of being the oldest. Honestly, Warcraft is one of the weird exceptions there, in that the Lich King was actually... The second Lich King was actually a very recent individual who just kind of managed to be this horrifying, you know, planetary level threat. Would I ever trust Manamarco? No. Okay. Teleporters, that's new to me. Just checking the loot here while we're here. I wouldn't trust Zaz. Zaz is an idiot. And evil. Sorry for making it like that. Yeah, Sauron was called the Necromancer because he would shove the evil spirits into the bodies of the dead. I trust Caroline. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this, but... Daedric weapons, woo! Okay, so we're in the torture room. Lead through the south door. Okay. Go hey, it's the same dungeon tiles. Yay. What? And we're dead. What? Okay, fine. Rest. Yeah, I think he was doing fatigue damage. Because it had the message of, you fall to sleep and never awake again. I'm turned around now, hang on. So, torture room. Go out here. And then turn right. Go through door, then go south. Follow the hallway west, kill person. Yeah, Daedra Heart. I'll take that. And Giant's Blood. That too. Let's get some heal on. Past the intersection, go down the stairs, follow the hallway further. Hang on, so kill. Kill, 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 kill. Lots of killing going on here. And we're now fully encumbered. Sweet. Okay, so. Follow the hallway further past a secret door and go up the stairs. Past the secret door. Well, I guess, if you insist. That nearly killed me. Jesus, look at my fatigue. I might need to buy a heal fatigue weapon soon. In fact, do me a favor and remind me to make a heal fatigue spell soon. Because that's becoming more of an issue lately, I notice. Especially with those freaking vampires. We're up to 48% in our short blade while we're on the subject. Okay, so. Go through the door at the end of the hallway to reach the sewers. Okay. I'm telling you, Necromancer Corpse Disposal Service. Dwarven Curus. I want that. I want that. Okay, hang on. How much does that weigh? 10 kilos. No, it... A door? Sewers! Oh my god, it's a different tile set. I never thought we'd see the day. Okay. Do not fall in. Alright. I want to go this way. I think. Oh, Jesus. I'm turned around already. Ah! Maybe? Where am I going? Okay, west side, west side. Holy God. Yep. You thought we'd get a whole game without a sewer level. There is no escape. Okay, what? Alright, whatever. Jump! Ow. Take down. How are you supposed to know to do that? What I just did. How are you supposed to find that? You have to jump in the water and then go down to this hole. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. How do I get out? Do I not get out? Do I climb out? Hey, there we go. Challenging lock. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we should do a water music while we're in a sewer level. Okay, so follow the stairs up. Go east. Oh yeah, hang on. Let's decide how bad this dungeon is really quick, shall we? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at it. Look at it. I'm sorry, that I'm lost for words. That is insane. 16 times the size. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. How could this get worse, Plutonic? How is that even possible? An Orc Warlord was like, ugh. My astonishment was that terrifying. Okay, I'm glad I have a guide, and this is a manual dungeon. Can you imagine? I can. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What the hell am I? I'm a little lost. Okay, so here. Yep. Okay. Imagine it without a guide. No, I'm good. I've done that before. I'm good. Follow the stairs up. Find a small opening in the wall. Walk towards it. Climb the bottom part of the wall until you stop, and then vault through the opening. How? Actual how? You probably can't tell, but I actually am crouching. See, you can tell because this is where my head's at. Yeah, you know what? And then I go through the thing I'm supposed to be able to go through. There we go. Hey, I made it. It is, Dr. Winter. You're right. Oh, hello. Orc. Warlord has died. He's like, I know. Oh. You know, that gold is probably worth more than all this crap. Let's dump all this stuff. Give me your gold. I'm gonna start getting really picky about loot, I think. Because, yeah. I'd say I need more strength, but I'm literally... Did I try climbing? No! No, I've never tried climbing before, ever. This is definitely not something I've been doing constantly for the last several minutes. Alright, so... Okay, so... Go up the stairs and head west? West? West is that way. Okay, up the stairs. And head west. Through the door at the end of the hallway. You're in some kind of meeting room. Okay, that's good, that's good. There's a locked door to the south. Hey! Stay in that mode. Up the stairs, continue south. Follow the hallway south until... and turn east at the intersection. Kill the orc. Why is there an orc in here, by the way? It's a random-ass question. Dwarven short sword. Well, unfortunately, I already have better than that, but that might be worth something. I'll grab that. Copy, please. Halt! Okay, so... east at the intersection, which is here. Okay. Go past a door, and then turn south. Okay. How long is this? Okay. Head further south and go to the stairs. Follow the hallway through the door. Kill the orc before you go through the door. The orc does not want you to go through the door. The orc has Daedric boots on him. You want Daedric boots. Yeah, that is much better armor. That's an interesting question, actually, Plutonium. Because, yeah, it's consistently that burnished yellow color, right? Right. Don't get ahead of yourself, Laura. Apparently we're almost there, actually. There's the painting. In a very weird spot. In the middle of a hell dungeon. But there it is. Oh, got the painting. Now I just gotta get out. And I can't use my mark. I mean, I guess I could if I recast it immediately. That might literally be faster than walking out of here. Yeah, closed fist. Oh, shoot. Nope, nope. Daedric weapons, lady. Daedric weapons. Go away. Go away. Daedric weapons. Daedric weapons. Whoop. Dwarven Warhammer. Might be worth some money at least. Jesus. Guys, could you not? Seriously, just quit it. Just quit it. Just quit it. Just stop existing. You're not gonna stop me. I'm the main character in an Elder Scrolls game. Come on. Although, to my knowledge, we don't interact with an Elder Scroll in this game. It's funny when you think about it. Then again, we don't in Morrowind either, so that's whatever. Okay. I did off camera. I was extraordinarily unimpressed. Exactly. I will never die to the worms, or anything ever again. Okay, so... real quick, just while we're here, let's examine the painting, shall we? No, it's not going to let me. How do I examine the painting? Use, maybe? The scene in the painting shifts and twists. You can clearly see the inside of a tent. Several men in the livery of Wayrest are intensely debating with a man bearing the coat of arms of Daggerfall. One of the Wayrest men slips behind the Daggerfall man, draws a dagger, and casually slides it between his ribs. The image fades as the life ebbs from his body. Nice painting! Cool. Okay, so let's test our theory, shall we? So let's get out of here. Okay, now let's immediately recast that. Oh my god, I haven't seen fog yet. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. I didn't realize we were playing Silent Hill 2. That's impressive. Jesus, look at that. Anyways, so let's go turn this in first. So this is Sentinel, right? Yes. Up. My many skills have increased. Are you kidding? James would thrive here. He's got this. He would actually find Mary here. And then like an elven Mary. And then like an orc Mary. And then like a undead Mary. He would pick the undead Mary, by the way. The zombie one. Yep, he establishes a Merum. Okay, so it should be good to just turn this in. I don't remember where she is. Oh god, it was in some weird place. I remember this. Okay, so it's up, back, and then it was like through the elevator, which was somewhere. Nope, nope, nope. Still nope. There it is. Okay. Yeah, Undead Mary has a letter nailed to her chest. Sure. Mary, that's crazy. You can't nail things to your chest. Ahem. Thanks for the gold, I guess. Do you attempt to use the painting? No. Excellent. Its properties are inappropriate for those not of royal blood. You've shown yourself to be not only loyal, but obedient. You're welcome, I suppose. Totally didn't look at the painting that you asked me to loot. In the middle of hell. Alright, so... that's... hang on. So that's Painting the Truth. And Medora's Freedom. And we haven't done Brenzi's book yet, I don't think. Because we haven't gotten the letter from her yet. So right now, we have to go talk to the orc. I know, Dr. Winter, it's pathetic. And... whatever this is. Which is also talk to an orc. I think? No, hang on. No, this one is to talk to... what's his face? This one is to find Manamarco. I have a time limit, by the way. I don't know what my time limit is left at this point. Oh, it doesn't say. It doesn't actually say. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So we need to go to Dragontail Mountains. I hope that teleporting earlier saved me some time, rather than cost me it. Yes, I realize we're still on the water playlist. Look, changing playlists is hard, okay? It takes time, effort, work. Here we go. Alright, let's get out of here. I do kind of want to sell first. So let's do that really quick first. I'm sorry, Ben. I know the feeling. I might try to take a nap today, too, because I am also in such a state. Alright, where was the smithy? Here it is. Somewhere over here. Okay. Ah. Where's the frickin'... okay. That one. Which guild was most consistently plot relevant in each Elder Scrolls game? Oh, okay. Think about that for a second while I sell some stuff. Not worth that much. Something need repair. Oh, that does. It's funny how quickly I've damaged my Daedric weapon. Just got this damn thing. Go. Gone. Okay. You have anything new? Doubt it at this point, but, you know. We're kind of getting snooty at this point. If it's not, like, you know, dwarven or better, it's probably not worth my time at this point. Yeah, most consistently plot relevant? Yeah, because the thing is, like, most of the time they're not main plot relevant. At all. In fact... Yeah, other than, like, a couple of asterisks, I don't think any of them ever have been plot relevant. So, like, most story relevant. That's a little different. I suppose by definition it's the Mages Guild. But then again, there isn't even a Mages Guild in Skyrim. It's a whole other thing. I don't know, I'd have to think about that. I suppose technically it's the Dark Brotherhood, but you can't even play them until Oblivion. Okay, so... Dragontail Mountains. Dragontail Mountains, here we go. I am looking for... Scourge Barrow. There it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's lower that travel time. We are actually in a hurry here. An open grave yawns in your path. Sweet. Okay, apparently ESO is the only exception then. I believe it. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. Nice place. Game. It's game. Okay. Probably gonna be a lot of undead in here. Follow the hallway, go through the first door into a room with 8 doors. Go through the first door on the left. Come on, Daedric weapons, don't let me down. First door on the left. Okay. Wait, hang on. How bad is this dungeon? That's not... Oh. Oh. Yeah, anyways, first door on the left. Follow this all the way to a T intersection. Go left and down to the cave area. Kill the bats. Follow Follow the passageway and turn right at first opportunity. Take a left at first opportunity. And here we are. What in the world? Yeah, that's why I was thinking this won't be too bad, because I was reading the guide and it's like, this isn't very far in. But, yeah. So anyways, here's Benamarco. In Daggerfall. There's, Very good. If you are not rewarded with death by the loyal servants of the Barrow, give this note to Princess Morgaya, please. The only ways out of here, by the way, are recall, levitate, or climb. Okay. Let's just, recast this. Maybe Dr. Winter? Look, don't judge, okay? Okay, so back to Wayrest. Wait, that's not Wayrest. Here we go. Hopefully we'll get here in time. So that's a hell of a timer. It should be fast enough. Go. That's a good question, Cashel. To my knowledge, they never actually sat down and thought about that, though. But as I mentioned earlier, Benamarco is so old at this point, who knows? There's our next quest. Just about in time. Let's go turn this in first, though. Oh, by the way, so what the letter said that we weren't allowed to read was, I agree to your terms. I will give you my first, and you will exert your influence on the King of Firsthold on Somerset Isle. Only you can let him speak with his dead son. For that he would even marry Nilfgaard. It is done. I will be Queen of Firsthold. Although I'm sure the engagement will be quite lengthy. I promised you information about the Emperor's letter. The letter you seek is in the hands of Gortwog, the warlord of the Orcs. He bought it from the Thieves' Guild of Daggerfall after one of their number stole it from Queen Abukai. I confess I don't know why the Emperor sent it to Abukai. The girl is innocent to a fault, and everyone knows that Gothrid is not the loyal Empire toady that Lysandus was. Of course, my own family... No. Enough of this boring gossip. If you really want to find this letter, you should get in good with Minisera, the former Queen of Daggerfall, and Queen Mother to Gothrid. I wouldn't directly approach her. Start with someone of a lower station. Thanks, I think. It's funny because we've technically already done that, but you can do these in whatever orders. That kind of makes sense. Okay, so we've met that timer. Okay. And now just Mega Man music for some reason. Okay, so... we might have gotten this letter. We have gotten this letter. Okay, so we still need to go talk to Gortwog. Hang on, so let's see what the letters we just got. Dear Runner, Queen Akarithi of Sentinel spoke highly of you as a brave, able, and unprejudiced Argonian. Her actual words were, a hero. For some time we have been looking for someone like that. I will not lie to you about our loyalties. We serve the Underking. If you are a believer in fairy tales and consider the Underking the ultimate force of evil, we apologize for misjudging you. However, we need your help. You can find me at the Wixley residence of Ramirza in Sentinel. I will wait 1 month. Okay. Which quest is this? It's not this one. It's not that one. This might be the Ancient Watcher? Yes, this is the Ancient Watcher. Okay. I'm sure glad that, like, the other quests I'm on don't have a timer, because holy crap. Oh, I have a tail. Check it out. I think it's a weak point for me as an Argonian. How are we doing here? You know what? Hang on, just a sec. Let's put those in my wagon really quick. Just lower my weight a little bit. Yeah, all my weight is just my armor at this point. Look, I'm... listen, Chemic Scout. I'm not trying to look at my own bum, okay? I play in first-person mode. Now, I need to go to this location, which I've already forgotten where it was. Because it was in... Okay, so... Wixley residence of... Ramir Riran. Ramir Riran. Ramir Urana. There it is. Use a ship. Be reckless. Let's go. I started using reckless a lot more because I really wanted to cut down the time for some of these timed quests. Okay, so I'm looking for the Wixley residence. Let's see if people actually talk to me. Excuse me, ma'am. Have you ever played chess? Oh, shoot. That was a steal. Oh, no. No! No! No, I didn't mean to steal from her. I swear I didn't realize I was in steal mode. Look, I can't do this. I have a timer. Okay, fine. Die! 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 Okay, what's my most recent save? Because it was right before I left. Right? Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, okay, so... Let's try that again. And this time, don't accidentally rob a woman. I didn't mean to, okay? It doubles the time. Okay, we're not in rob mode. I blame Ben One Eye for that. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where the Wixley residence is? Thank you. It is literally right next to me. Hello? Hello? Good day, runner. My name is Dog. That's apparently randomized, by the way. I am surprised to see you. Are you perhaps able to help the Underking in an endeavor against the Necromancers? We will reward you liberally for this service and provide information you will not be able to find elsewhere. Remarkable. The Necromancers have taken an item of ours, a staff of some value. The value is of secondary concern. The true problem is they cursed the item and gave it to the Blades. If you are unaware, the Blades, which we are one of, were once the honor guard for Tiber Septim. Today they're loyal to the Empire and Tiber's code, but not always to the current Emperor. The Underking has reason to wish harm to the Blades. We want you to infiltrate Castle Lugwich in Yklon and remove the staff. Please have this done within 322 days. So we finally got a timer that's not terrifying. Oh god, Blade. So, Eklon and Lugvich. Eklon and Lugvich. Let's do this. Okay. No. Eklon. Where's Eklon? Where's Eklon? There it is. Lugvich. Lug. There it is. Let's do it. We take our time for once. It'll take 2 weeks to get there. Could you imagine? Alright. Location found. Alright, so, as usual, how bad is the dungeon? Everyone in chat, this is a manual dungeon. So how bad do you think it is? Looks pretty easy. Looks pretty easy. I'll give you until we finish the dungeon to decide. Aw, the orc lost to a skeleton. The poor orc. Okay, dining hall. Go through the west door. West door, okay. Hang on. Let's go back to, like, doomy. Dark Doom Cave, Doom. Okay, west door. Up the hallway. Through the door to the west. You ever feel bad about walking up to people and just killing them by stabbing them in the back the moment you see them? Like, I know they're gonna kill me, but, you know, I feel kind of bad about it. Head. West. Ahem. So, head west. That's it, right? Head south up the hallway. Okay. Turn west. Okay. Go through the door. Okay. Leave through the door on the west side of the room. Why are you all killing each other? Just really, I'm kind of weirded out by it, honestly. Gross. We leave through the door on the west side of the room. Continue west. Past the intersection of the next hallway. Hang on. Okay, so intersection. Whoop, whoop, ghost. And knight or something. On the age, I don't know, something. Something that needs to die. Barbarian. Okay, sure, whatever. I think barbarian's here. Okay. So, intersection. West. Past the intersection in the next hallway. Keep following the hallway south until you reach a door at the end. Okay. Kill the thing that's here. Okay. Go away at the end. Leave the small room through the east door. Walk up the hallway. And turn south at the intersection. Continue heading south until you see a door on the left. From the door, either continue south and head east at the intersection. Okay, that's not how that works. Or go through the door and exit on the soft. Okay, okay. I still don't have any pants on. Well, I have pants. I don't have any armor on. Better wait for it. Is it the Curus, maybe? Whatever. South side? That's the south side. This is not the south side. There's nothing in here. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. The door on the left? This might be the door on the left in question. Shoot. Okay, hang on. Rewind. Continue heading south. You see a door on the left. Which is what that looks like. Learn to right directions. Everyone in the world. Alright, this says to, like, just go this way? No, I can't. I literally can't go this way. What? No, okay, this is right. This is right. So go this way. And then this way. And then like this. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So go this way until up until here. Let them duke it out. Oh, the orc warlord just died to the barbarian. These barbarians are hardcore. I'm dead, but that's unrelated. Hey, look, our first gauntlets in the entire game that we can equip. I'm even joking. No, this is, I don't know what this is. Give me a sec. Sorry, I don't want to lose my place. I'm gonna go like here, and then we're gonna go north, and then around. Kill this guy. Stop distracting me, you don't exist. And then south. There's a pit. Ah! Pull the lever. Dude. Pull the lever. Hello? Hello? Right. Try this lever. Hey. Okay. Already. Oh, there's level 2. Okay, there's lever 2. Okay. We've now hit lever 2. Now, we should be able to go here and ride the elevator. Jesus, okay. And we get smushed. Run east at this junction. Doing east at the junction. Ah! And there's apparently a vampire agent, ancient, right there. We'll try it. Wow, we actually got him. Holy crap. What in the hell is that? Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, that was fun. That vampire angel we just killed. And our inventory's full. How's our inventory so full? Oh my god. Anyways. Oh, that's why I haven't dumped all my stuff off it. Remind me to dump all my gold off at a bank right after this. Guess we'll dump this stuff. Whatever. Because the gold's probably worth more. I mean, honestly. Okay. There's the stuff. Or whatever. Yep, nope, that was the idea. So I wanted to give you guys a chance to see just how, bad this was. And, yeah. Seems pretty bad. Let's see how bad it really is. I think I'm getting jaded. This only looks bad. Oh, no. Okay, that's a little worse. Yeah, I'm getting kind of jaded. I look at this and I'm like, yep, that is terrible. This is Castle Lugvich, Plutonia. Okay. Let's pick that up. As always, we immediately recast. Dump all that stuff. Yep, there's the stuff. Alright, we need to hit a bank. As much as I hate to derail, we've got plenty of time. We don't have a timer for once, so let's go to home base, so to speak. It'd take 2 months if we took it by boat. Or didn't take it by boat, excuse me. I should be, like, right near where I want to be. I am wrong. Where am I? Ah, okay. Okay. We're about to gain a bunch of rep with the Underking and the agents of the Underking. We're about to lose rep with the King of Worms and the Necromancers. Aww! The horrifically evil monsters aren't going to like me as much. I'm sad. So we just got a card. Okay, hey, yeah, I want to dump, like, all of my gold, please. 40,000. Yeah, no wonder I'm so burdened. I'd like to jump 40,000 gold here, please. Thank you. Bye. Okay. That's much better burden. No wonder my burden problems were getting more and more out of control. Okay. King Aedwir and Queen Berenzia, sovereigns of the Kingdom of Wayrest, are proud to announce the engagement of Morgaia, Princess of Wayrest, to Carodil, King of Firsthold in the Isle of Somerset. Cute. Okay, so Ramira. Yes. So now I got a trip. Here. There it is. Travel here, use boat. Yeah, we're good. It's only a 6-day trip across the pond. And I want to go here? I don't know, this music is making me suspicious of this place. Is this the right place? This isn't the right place. Oh, maybe. Hey, okay. Well done, runner. Let me cast this spell on the staff. There. The staff is now safe and yours to keep. Not even death can hide a true descendant of Tiber Septim from the Underking. King Lysandra's did not die in the Battle of Cryingane. Yeah, we all figured that. He was slain by treachery before it. The monument to him in High Rock is an empty tomb. His remains were secretly taken to the ancient tomb in Menevia, which I will now reveal to you. I do not know who betrayed Lysandras or why his spirit haunts the city of Daggerfall and not the battlefield of Cryingane. I've kept my part of the bargain, and you have earned the gratitude of the Underking. That sounds like a bad thing, actually. Powers unknown. Now I think we're finally going to go to Orsinium. I think. God, these quests go rapid fire when you really start doing them, don't they? Cast when held. 42. Is it? Oh no. Okay, hang on. Save. Okay, so we're on this quest. We haven't started this quest yet. I think. Hang on. We haven't started that quest yet. That's Princess. We did that, and that's Prince Loten. Yeah, we're done with those. We're done with that. So there's a quest in Wayrest to go to Orsinium, and we're already on a quest to go to Orsinium. I'm not sure why we don't have both of those. We just finished that. We need to finish this quest, the quest we're on. That's the Manamarco quest. We'll get to that in a minute. And Orcish Emancipation. We should be good to go on that? No, because we still need the quest from the Queen. Why don't we have the quest from the Queen? I'm Morganite. How's your day going? I am currently fighting out of a headache myself. Hopefully. That won't be an issue soon. Ever again! And I like stab myself. Scam likely. What's this? We've made multiple attempts to send you a letter. Please get a hold of us and give us all your money so we can deliver your letter. We need all your money to deliver this letter. You're paying for the costs, of course. Because that's how letters work. One moment, please. Sorry. Yes, I did successfully deliver the letter to Manamarco. I was beelining it because of the time limit. Because, you know, duh, basically. Yeah, that wedding's gonna be a thing, is what we're gonna call that. I know that feel, Morganite. I apologize. I guess I should say I sympathize, but I mean it either way. Okay. So I kind of want this quest to proc. So why don't we gamble? So let's save and let's just go to Wayrest right now. Yes. Yes, let's do that. We'll go by ship. We'll go cautiously. Let's go. Poop. Bit of a trip. Still no letter. I was hoping... Is there a Mages Guild here? Let's see if we can find a Mages Guild. You know, it'd be kind of a cool feature for a game like this. Like, imagine if you, I don't know, joined the Mages Guild. And you could have the option to say, please label all future Mages Guilds. So, like, in any town that has a Mages Guild, it's just labeled. Same thing with the Knights, and same thing with the Temples, and same thing with the Fighters, right? Just random thoughts. Speaking of, that looks a lot like the Mages Guild. So let's chill here. For 3 hours. Head into the Mages Guild. Itch. A really weird spot. I do try, Morganite. I know I fail, but I still try. Okay, can I make heal? Wait, what? Heal. Yeah, heal. Fatigue. That's what I want right there. Boobs. All right. Don't worry. There's actually no boobs on the screen right now. You don't have to look. You don't have to look. Oh, that was extremely cheap. Sure, let's just do that. We'll fatigue, self, that, and we'll call this and there was one other thing I wanted to look at. Fortify attribute. I've been debating if I want to go the buff route, because like in Oblivion, what I usually do is I start setting up spells that are just turbo buffs. That's really strange, Mr. Red. Like we could put up like spell resistance. We could put up shield. You know, we could just start buffing ourselves, you know. Comprehend languages, climbing. Create item. What the hell does that do? Disintegrate self. Elemental resistance, although we have to pick one in particular. Invisibility. Let's go ahead and like get a buff going. So we'll put shield. And duration's what I want most. So we'll do that. Well, that's gonna be expensive. Well, that's gonna be really expensive. I don't know, I'm suddenly talking myself out of this. Should I bother? Anybody who's played this game, do you think it's worth getting buff spells going? Because this is like, it's already 80 mana just to do a basic shield spell. This isn't a great shield spell. And I want to add more stuff to it, so like fortify, yeah, like spell resistance. Chance? Oh, chance. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's 146 mana for spell resistance and shield. And that's it. Like that's oof. That's not great. What do you think? Worth it? Yeah, I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know this game that well. I don't know the specific balance points. I feel like I'm just throwing stuff at a dartboard, like, there we go. Continuous damage. That sounds like a fun ability. Screw it. Let's just make like this. Hey, Polycasalu. How are things? It has been a minute. I remembered how to say your name, though. Or at least I think I remembered. Maybe I remembered wrong. I was called this buff. Screw it. Let's just call it buff. And we'll put the buff icon as something I'll remember as Buffy. Like, wow, all these icons suck. The book. There we go. Perfect. Okay. That is half my mana for that. Half. Wow. Okay. But we did it. We also... I'm just gonna go talk to the queen and see if she talks to me. Because I really do want her quest before I do anything else. I guess I could check the things here. Whoops, I didn't mean to enter that shop. Oh! Leave immediately. Any plans on what you're gonna sing, Linnerith? Well, it's good to know somebody watches those uploads. Although nobody was commenting on them. I'm kidding, I'm getting plenty of people comment on them. I read all those comments. In fact, someone suggested I get rid of the negative for the lockpick, and I decided to agree with that. After some thought. I can literally prove I read my comments. Okay, so this is Orcish Emancipation, which apparently is going to, like, clear our quest log, even though we still have other quests to do. Oh, I can't do it yet. Because I need Berenzia's book. Okay, that's... Okay, so let's try to start Berenzia's book. With you. Nope. Okay, we're still waiting on a letter. What are our requirements for this? Level 9, we're there. 15 rep with Berenzia. I don't know how to check that. Oh no, Taylor Swift. You should go with the Swiftie on Earth. Not only that, I actually have to manually approve every comment on YouTube, Czar. You're probably thinking, what? Why? No, that's actually a good thing. It's how I keep track of comments. Let me tell you, by the way, for those of you not aware, YouTube recently made following comments much worse. Like, so much worse. There's like a relevant... So you could sort your comments, right? And the new way that's default to sort them is relevance, which means algorithm boosted. It's less than worthless. It is actively antagonistic towards reading the comments on my channel. It sucks. I hate it. I really want this stupid quest. Alright, whatever. Let's just assume we can't do it. Let me double check something really quick. Hey, Ginger Ninja. One moment, please. I might not have a rep. I should have the rep with her. Like, I should be there. Thank you for the sub, as always. Ah. Yeah, algorithm comment to boost. Yeah, it's awful. So what I do is what I've always done. which is I set it to hold all comments, and that puts them into a different category, and then I can sort by hold. Right? So I can see the comments that are held, and I know by default that those are ones I haven't read, because I have to approve them. I have made a method to see new comments that YouTube did not. Expedition 33, Homeworld, and Dusk. You got it. Thank you very much for 100 months of support. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. So let's assume she's not going to give us the quest, which means we need to go to Orsinium and talk to the Orcish leader. There it is. I did, Czar, although admittedly I didn't catch the name. But I recognize the posted question, so I will assume that was you, based on the fact that you say it was you. So here's... Whoa! 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 Stitched into the zombie's decaying flesh, you see the following message. Runner, it would be an honor to have you visit me in my domain at your convenience. I have a small matter you are ideally suited for. As always, my servants will test your mettle. Feel free to disperse with them. They can always be raised again. King of Worms. Nah, I'm good. Thanks. For real, we're probably not doing the Matamarco arc, because... Yeah, so, hey, you remember that, that letter, Mr. Red? There it was. Cool. A letter for me. It's not a door. I am not sure. No, wait. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Please? So Medora wants the dust of restful death. Only because I respect the memory of King Lysandus will I do this. The dust can be found in the ruins of the hold of Coppering on her own island. Tell Medora the price is her support of my claim to the heart. She'll know what it means. Okay. Ruins, hold of Coppering. So here's a fun fact. This particular quest has a fairly large chance to be a static dungeon. We didn't get a static dungeon, which means we get to do something we actually haven't done in a while. A random dungeon. You excited? I'm excited. They are smaller, but we don't have a guide, so we get to bumble a bit. So our goal here is to go through here, slay a mummy, and search its corpse for a packet of midnight black powder wrapped in parchment. So we're looking for a mummy. Hopefully there's not mummies as a regular enemy here. Knock on wood. Of course, this is an undead dungeon, which means high chance of disease, of course. I swear this whole island is just disease. We're going to start with left walling. Yes, plenty of daddies, only one mummy. So, one of the dungeons you can randomly get for this is a static dungeon, Plutonium. This is not that. This is a random dungeon. following left wall. Still following left wall. Still following left wall. I suppose we could have, like, reloaded until he gave us the static dungeon. Whatever. Rolling with the dice. That is a question I am not equipped to answer, the Meredith. That is the truth. If you figure it out, let me know, though. We could look it up. See if there's a thing here. Ruins of Hold of Carpery. Nope, it's a rando. Now, the Mausoleum of Darkyvron. That's the one you're thinking of that's a static. It's pretty big, looks like. So this could be not terrible. I doubt it, but, you know. Left wall, left wall. I mean, if you can find something to contradict me, by all means, correct me. Just checking the walls. Up. Hang on. Yeah, could you imagine if we were still at the same power level we were when we started? Fighting all this crap with an ebony dagger. Well, I think we've looted. Falling left wall. I wish it wasn't such a pain to switch between weapons in this game. Or if I could just beat down, doors with my weapons. That'd also be nice. Still following left wall. Good. Look, I like Chuck Norrising a door as much as the next person, but what I like even more is not having to spend too much time in menuing, constantly switching between weapons. And we've officially looped, because that's an enemy we've killed. Well, hang on. Maybe we haven't looped fully. This game has a hand-to-hand skill? What? Like, I guess it just increases your chance of hitting with fists? I'm guessing? Maybe? Oh man, Mook. This is just hell. That's what this is. Wait, what? Okay, now I've definitely looked. This is the entrance to the dungeon. Alright, so I'm gonna go silent and bug out my webcam so I can figure out where I am. A little too upbeat for this place. Yeah, I think I agree with that, Ben. It's like we've got samey textures and then we've got gray background. It's like, figure it out. What do you mean it causes eye strain? And it's hard to parse. Knowing Bethesda, the response to that would probably just get a better computer. God. We don't apologize for making games that require the best computers in order to get out there, okay? Oh, thank God. There's the mummy. Oh, thank God. Okay. I was about to kind of give up. Look, it was a hidden door, by the way. I was actually about to say this is the last spot I haven't covered, which is right here in the whole map. And there was a hidden door. Because what I was about to say after that was, if I can't find it here, then it's in a hidden door somewhere, and that's even worse. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay. What we just pick up? Parchment was used as a wrap for a packet of powder. Some of the message on it. Lady Midera, in favor, they intend to slay him. I am sending to stop them. You must support me. If the Emperor finds out I have attacked royal advisors of Wayrest, even if they are assassins, my people will never win the same status and respect as the Khajiit. However, with your support, hero of the Empire, win respect for the people. Gortwog. Interesting. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna... So, you've probably noticed that we keep, like, our recall in a really strange place. Well, there's a reason for that. frickin' way, Rest. Okay, hang on. Gotta remember this now. Look, quality of life features are legit, okay? Actually, hang on, I could kill that. Can I rest? Yes. Listen, consequences are for old games. It's barely a joke. Here. There we go. Here. There we go. Here. Vampire lady. Let's see if we can kill her before we die. Go. Vampire lady's dead. I wonder if we could try actually kill the... We've never killed the Lich in here. Oh. Friction. Okay. Open this lever. Open this lever. Ow. We did it. We killed the Lich. Holy crap. Didn't drop crap, but we did it. Okay. Hi, Medora. This is indeed the dust of restful death. As for the letter, it was from Gortbog to me, though I never got it. Heard from him later that his orc warriors were slain attempting to ambush the assassins. Gortbog and his orcs are not the villains most people see them as. Aedwir and the court of Wayrust have never been particularly loyal to the Empire. Assassinate a king is treason. I will have my revenge, but first I must find out why Aedwir would risk this. I'll need a month to prepare the dust. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come back to me at that time. I'll give you it, and along with instructions. You want me to just come back here to this hellhole? Could you leave this dungeon, ma'am? Oh, okay. Whatever. So, at the moment, I'm only missing Berenzia's book, which is actually non-mandatory, so we might be able to skip that. But we want to do Orcish Emancipation, which kind of requires that. What does this quest require? Oh. 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 Ooh. Okay. Right. Well, looks like we actually have to do the Metamarca quest, which we just picked up. So let's do this, and let's do this. Always anchor. Always anchor. Let's get out of here. Get our mana back. There are enemies nearby. What? Assassins! No, it's just a burglar. Thanks for the money, burglar. Alright, I'm going to try to figure out how we progress. I think we're at the point... I know, right? But I think we're at the point where we're just going to have to wait a month. But I'm going to double check myself on that. And I'm probably going to lay down for a bit. So I will see you all after the lunch break.